First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. On the handoff, Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He was brought down by Eli Apple. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Eason. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down Broadway. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Trenton Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eason. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a gain of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this one too low.
By Dante Jackson.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give to Taylor. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. Buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
7-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And in contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. They juked him. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run with Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 53 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Eason sets to throw it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. up in a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to get it for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Here's Eason to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
First and goal.
A big play there for Indy. And even 60 yards. They'll run here with Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts able to get this back with it, a touchdown. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the score Panthers 21, Colts 19. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
It's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short.